Okay, guys, thanks for joining us here in the charts. You're tuned into the Market Beast edition. Yes, it is your fellow compadre speaking, of course. We have an interesting stock today. We got a request on this stock. If you can't see it there in the top left-hand corner, we're going to go over this for you. And if you guys are just joining us, welcome in. It's really simple. We go over support, resistance, and patterns to determine the direction of the market. So if that piques your interest, subscribe, leave an appropriate thumb. Let us know down in the comment section so that we can welcome you into the charts here, guys. We really appreciate your engagement. It helps us get the video out there with the YouTube algorithm, guys. It really catches that, and we appreciate every single one of you and your support, okay? So let's not waste time. We're going to talk about this stock. We're going to reveal it to you here, and yeah, let's just dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today is December the 28th, 2020, and the current or the previous close of this stock is going to be GME. Yes, it's going to be GameStop, guys. The previous close is $20.15. It's down about 2% for the day, okay? Okay, so this chart is actually going to be a little bit more messy than we normally are used to, and it looks like this, okay? It's still simple, okay? Still simple. The pattern is going to be down here. I'm going to explain what this pattern is. And the green and the red circle, obviously, is going to be the entry and exit points of that pattern. And just really quickly, I guess if this information is relevant, the stock came out at about March 2002 at about $9, represented down here at this level. And it looks like, you know, it had a really nice move to the upside. So, yeah, you guys pretty much see it, right? It went up, down. It actually had a lower high. So the most recent downward pressure in the market experienced from like 2013, that pretty much explains why it's had a lot of downward pressure. I think it reached as low as like $3, and that came all the way from like $60. So that's a really aggressive move from the upside if you guys invested in that. Ouch. Okay. So what I did want to point out also is this this yellow, the importance of this yellow descending line here. It's actually major resistance, and I think at some point that the price will actually reach that level. In fact, if the price can get above that level, we'll probably see some really explosive moves to the upside. And towards the end, I'm going to let you guys know whether or not I'm going to be entering this market. Let's just quickly explain this green line here. And it's pretty much the same thing, guys, if you follow our videos. This green line is kind of that line that it needs to get above to set the price free, so to speak, and it can experience a pretty aggressive move to the upside. I'm going to give you my price target here in just a second, but that's the green line. And the red line just below the price is going to be that critical level that it needs to stay above in order to continue this upwards trajectory as it has broken out of this pattern here that I'm going to explain to you here in a second as well. Okay, so that line right there represented at, let's see, $16.58, and I don't think I explained this green line here is at about $21.68. Okay, so let's just go ahead and explain what this pattern, the name of this pattern. It's actually a very bullish pattern, and this is called a bump and run reversal pattern. Okay, and the critics, I know they're going to say, man, it looks kind of weird. It does look kind of weird when you outline it in the white. This kind of for visibility purposes, guys, but it's definitely a bump and run reversal pattern. Very bullish pattern, okay, I must add. And it's broken out. What is that, like August the 2020? It broke out in August. Okay, let's erase this just so you can see it a little bit better. So it broke out in August 2020. I do have a price target as long as the price can get above and stay above this green line here at about 21. Yeah, I think I said a different number. 21 and a half. Okay, 21 and a half. $21.50. Okay, if it can get above and stay above that level, I don't see why I don't have a problem reaching the, you guys know I'm conservative. I think it can get all the way up to the $28 level, but that's still a good, it's still a good gainer in the portfolio there. It's about 30% move to the upside, okay? So that's what I'm going to be looking at. And ideally, and I know some are asking, am I actually entering the market? Ideally, I would like to enter the market here at about $16.58. If I can get that price target, I would easily enter the market there and actually set a stop loss, probably about 10% to the downside. And I do run the risk of potentially getting stopped out, but we've already missed the breakout, so it's kind of hard to jump on a train when it's already left the station, right, so to speak. So that's how I kind of look at breakouts, guys. I'd love to kind of get in like in this range here, so I don't have to worry about the extreme volatility going on as the price continues to the upside. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to enter this market. I think I'll probably won't even use a stop loss. I'll just do my infamous scale-in method, where I just kind of start with 5% and then just kind of throw 10% at it and just kind of scale into the market, because I do see potential of this stock reaching about $28 and possibly even higher, to be honest with you. So, but it must break above this green line here again at about $21.50. Once it can get above and stay above that level, the next challenge will probably be this yellow line, and it may not even be a challenge. But I do think that at some point it should revisit this yellow line here just overhead, this descending line, as it has already done 2 times in the past, okay? Well, it actually did it more than 2 times if you just kind of take into consideration that price action there, 2007 at around $58. And then you have another price action here, 2013, October-ish, $51. Now, when it broke below, now this is kind of, I don't know if you guys take notes, but if ever you see the price action, this is actually pretty some valuable information, guys. If you're a technicals guy, whenever you see the price break above like a very important descending resistance line, and then when it comes down and then it tests it as resistance, in other words, like if it breaks above and then it comes and it breaks below and then it tests as a resistance, that's very bearish. It's very bearish, okay? It's likely whatever levels it's experiencing is going to make lower lows, okay? I've seen this play out many times, and that is a very bearish sign if you guys take notes. So I just want to kind of throw that in there if you guys, like really into the technical stuff, okay? So again, like there's been 3 touch points on this line, and if I could just kind of back out, I mean, you can see what happened. It actually made lower lows, believe it or not, from the inception here at about, let's see, when it came out in the inception, and then actually went down to about $3.95. It actually spiked lower on one of these candles. Let's see, the low was about $3.39. And it was on, let's see, April 2020. So enough of that, guys. So basically what I'm seeing here is a potential move up to that resistance line, that overhead yellow resistance line here, which again is going to be at approximately, it depends on when it happens, right? Let's just say it happens over the next 3 months. We could expect to see a $40 GameStop stock price, okay? That's what I can speculatively say. So I guess let's just close it out here. It looks really bullish. I mean, the breakout has already happened. I don't see why the momentum would end at this point, as long as the $16.50 level isn't compromised. I don't see why it won't go the other 2 ways, sideways or to the upside, right? And after it breaks out like this, I don't really think it's going to go sideways, honestly. I think it's just going to continue to the upside. I would like to enter this market on any negative day above $16.50. I'm going to say that. And I don't think this play would take longer than 1 to 3 months, since it's already broken out. These are very aggressive patterns, guys. Again, this bump and run reversal pattern, when they break out, they do not stop. They'll do a little bit of consolidating, but I mean, whatever their destination is, you can rest assured they're on their way to that destination, guys. So that's what I'm going to say in closing here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The price is still trapped within this green and this red line. So until it actually breaks out, okay, breakout consisting of up or down, let's wait until it breaks out. I honestly, I would position myself in between this range, okay? We still have about 3 days to close on this monthly candle, so I'm going to be watching this one to enter somewhere safely, so to speak. There's no real safe place to enter after the market is broken out, unless you get lucky and find one of these small wicks below the price there, if you can see that. So I'm going to watch this. I'm very interested. This gets a 2 thumbs up for me. I see a lot more of upside potential. One other thing that I wanted to show you guys in closing here that is potentially evidence that we may actually not only see a price to this yellow line at about $40, but we could potentially see all-time highs. And I normally don't go over this because we only go over support and resistance on the channel, but I did want to show this to you. These are the monthly candles. This is the RSI. And notice this price has been getting rejected from this descending red line from the beginning of time. Well, it actually started in October 2007. It got resistance from there, that level right there in 2007, and then it got another resistance level at February 2014. But it appears as if the RSI's activity has had a successful line to break above this level. What does that mean? Well, in my book, okay, remember, support and resistance. If you think of it from a logical standpoint, if the RSI's activity has been getting rejected from this line since 2007, and it appears, not guaranteed, but it appears that it's getting a successful line or activity, whatever it's called, above that line, then it leads me to believe that we're probably going to see some price activity that we have never seen before. What does that mean? Well, maybe the price is trying to break out into all-time highs. I'm going to say that here, document this right now, because I think this is an interesting sign that, yeah, we could be breaking out into all-time highs. And if I were to measure that up to the all-time high, which is currently at about $61, that's a 211% move to the upside. Guys, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is education and pure speculation, okay? We have to break through the first barriers to even think about those numbers, but I do think that was interesting to point out. If you enjoy that, and if you agree with that, leave a thumbs up down below the video there, guys. It's Napoleon Macro. I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping in here with me, and take care of yourselves. Protect your portfolios. Guys, we also go over the alternative markets if you guys are into Bitcoin, altcoins, and things of that nature. We cover that 7 days a week. Do not miss that content, guys. Subscribe, hit that bell so that you can be notified. We make a lot of accurate calls, and we also get some of the calls wrong as well, just to be transparent. And that's pretty much it, guys. Again, thanks for stopping in. Take care of yourselves. Protect your portfolios. We're going to talk very soon, and bye for now.